And we're back at it again with the OBS Ford F-150 302 in it. I got some fuel injectors. So, I'm pretty sure that's my issue. I unplugged the wiring harness while it was running to see which injector was bad. 3 of the 4 on this bank was bad. Like, that didn't even change, the engine didn't try to die. So, I just went ahead and bought all brand new 8 injectors. So we're gonna get into tearing this top end apart, replacing all these injectors, and see what it does. Maybe it'll start and run really good. It'll start, but will it run really good? Hopefully. Sit back and relax and watch me get dirty and bust my knuckles.
Tell them run it all. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip this. Wet. Tell them run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck.
Okay, so all of that literally took me like 5 minutes to do. I'm not even kidding you. I know I put it on time lapse, but that literally took me like 5 minutes to do. All the injectors are out. Got the new ones right here. Go ahead and replace all of these with the new ones, and I'll see how it goes. I got all the new ones here, so not too shabby. Going back together should be pretty decent. Just a good tip, always put like Never Seas or grease on your O-rings or oil or any type of lubricant, just so that way when you're installing them, you don't end up tearing or ripping or rolling your O-rings on your injectors on either side. And then also, like this one here, it doesn't have an O-ring on the top. So this one, the O-rings will get stuck in the fuel rails themselves. So make sure you're not double O-ringing and then it'll never seal. So make sure you check your fuel rail, make sure it has no O-rings left in there. Make sure you got all your O-rings out of the intake and in the fuel rail. That way you know that you're not double O-ringing an injector. That's a tongue twister. Anyways, get installed and put back together. See you in another 5 minutes.
I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip this. Tell them run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it all. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turn to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number
Well, it's all put back together with the brand new injectors in there. Might be able to see them down there, all them brand new orange things. Anyways, it's gonna be the first crank. The starter's dragging a little bit, so it's gonna make a little bit of noise. But the main focus is seeing if it'll just crank up and run and idle smoothly. That's the big thing. We'll prime up the fuel pump a little, or the injectors a little bit. It seems like it was running smoothly, but now it's like trying to backfire or something. I don't know. So we just finished up grinding on this one side. Got this side of the frame all smoothed out actually. Well, decent enough for good paint. This side still needs it done, as you can tell. That's what the other side used to look like. But now, I'm gonna finish up doing the other side. And then, you know, the rest of the frame and the axles and all that fun stuff. But we'll get all that done, and then we're going to start painting the frame and getting that all cleaned up. Well, since we got another beautiful day in Missouri for the first, well, it's been rare recently. Beautiful, beautiful weather. Anyways, we're going to work on the old Ford. So what I just got done doing, change out the gasket for the intake because that was messed up. It's actually running pretty solid right now, knock on wood. It's not bad, really. So, with that being said, we just gotta bleed the clutch and bleed the brakes. And I'm gonna go and take this up to my buddy's shop where he has a nice welder. Which I've got a welder too, but he has exhaust pipe bender and swelling machine that I do not have. So we're gonna go ahead and put this Y pipe in because the Y pipe needs to be put in with the O2 sensor. But this is off of a 460 and that's a 302. So the width of these collectors are like 2 inches too wide. So I'm just gonna cut it. So I'm just cut it here, swell one end, slide it over, weld it up, and it should fit. Obviously I'll bolt these up before I do this part, but I'll just cut that and it should work just fine. It's only like an inch or maybe 2 inches wider than a 302, just because it's a big block versus a small block. So anyways, that's what we got plans for. So we're going to get this started and put it on the trailer. So we got here at the shop, but today's too nice. I got to go do something else than to work on this thing. So we're just going to drop off the trailer and we'll work on it tomorrow. Go cruise around in the big truck while it's nice out. Again, we got another plot twist. I went and picked up my OBS single cab over here from my buddy's shop. I ended up not doing the exhaust right away because of other things that came up. So we got the OBS back in the shop here, and it's starting to rain, so I'm trying to get this filmed a little bit before we get rained on. That truck right there will be for sale soon. I think I'm going to try to find a flatbed for it and put a flatbed on it. It has a 7.3 IDI, but it has a Banks turbo kit on it. We're going to pull the engine out, reseal it, and get it running really good and well. And probably sell that for like a nice farm truck or something. So plans got switched up because last minute ordeal, I had to go to Indiana and I went and picked up my Fummins, my OBS, my Sema build. So I picked up the axles and the frame for the Sema build. Laser shop is down. It's not running right now. The shop's broken or whatever. I don't know. They're not working right now. So I gotta wait for the lift to get done and get cut. So I just brought everything here. I'm gonna set it up. Probably over there where my red truck's at. I'm probably gonna get a carport type deal. That way it's not using up the garage space. But here it is, the big old axle on the frame. Of course, like I said, can't really do anything to these except for, you know, buy new brake rotors and, you know, brake calipers and all that fun stuff. But I've got to wait because I got to get the lift done. Once I get the lift all bolted up and welded onto the frame and everything lined up where I need it, and these axles are underneath here, then I'll be able to start rebuilding axles and then tearing everything apart and getting it all painted and sandblasted and the whole nine, the pretty stuff, you know what I mean? But until then, but we already got the axle all smoothed down. It's literally ready to get trussed. Everything's smoothed out. Everything's done on that part. Even on the rear axle, it's all smoothed out and ready to go. All the brackets are off of it. And then the frame's pretty much ready. I'll get the body mounts off. And I'll probably cut these rivets off, take these body mounts out, and I'll bolt them back on there. That way I can get the whole frame. That's including these front radiator core supports, brackets, and these coilover buckets, because I'm going to get different coilover buckets. I'm not going to run these stock ones. So I'm going to take those 6 things off the side of the frame. That way it's a complete bare frame. I can body work and start welding in all these holes that are on the side of the frame, except for obviously the ones that I'm going to keep marked for these. That way I can put bolts and nuts back through them to mount these back up in their original spots. And then it'll pretty much be ready to start welding a frame or a lift. It'll be ready to start welding a complete lift on it and getting it ready to go. I think next week I'm gonna go up there, I'm gonna go get my OBS, bring it down here, and I'm gonna start doing body work and tear the engine out. I'm gonna refresh the engine again, put new rings. I'm just gonna go a little bit bigger and make a little bit more horsepower out of it. So we're gonna go ahead and tear the engine out of the OBS and we'll get working on it. So get the body work done. That way all I have to do is go and paint it and start working on this thing. Get it going in the right direction. While I'm building my dream truck, let's talk about maybe your guys' dream truck. I'm giving away my 2011 F250 King Ranch with 26 by 16 KG1 forged wheels and 40-inch tires on an 18-inch lift rock lights, wheel lights, king coilovers, and king shocks all the way around this truck. This thing rides and drives like a dream, just as it could be your dream. You never know. You could be getting a phone call and seeing me rolling up in this truck with your name on the title in just 2 more months. So get entered today. Once in a lifetime opportunity. Don't miss out on it, and tell everybody that you know about it. It's only going to help you. Enjoy the rest of the video. We just finished this video up with clean the shop out a little bit. Got all that room back, and yeah, looks pretty good. Put the 4Gen out too. It looks really good too. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. We're going to be continuing to work on this OBS. I'm going to get the frame painted. I'm going to get everything bled out, running good, and exhaust on. And then we're going to start focusing on body work, and I'll make a whole video on the body work. I'm probably not going to show you guys me putting the exhaust on and painting the frame. That'll just be done behind the scenes. But we will get, you know, some body work and sanding on the camera, and obviously spraying it and painting it along with the bed. Obviously the bed, got to paint that. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. And don't forget, it's free to subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. Hit that subscribe button. Like 70% of you guys that watch my videos aren't subscribed. So get subscribed. Thank you. Have a good night. Peace.
I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number 1 up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady.